A growing number of landlords are joining a lawsuit against the city of La Crosse because of an ordinance that requires them to register their property annually.
That number started at just 2 when the case was first announced back in May. News 8's Leah Linchai joins us with more.
Yeah, Mike and Lisa, under the new ordinance, landlords have to hand over their contact information to the city every year. City officials have maintained all along that the ordinance is in line with state law, but the legal fight against the city is growing. A lawsuit pitting the city of La Crosse against local landlords just got a lot bigger.
Lots of landlords have added on.
More than 30 landlords, representing some 200 or more rental properties across the city, have added their names to the lawsuit that started with just 2 plaintiffs.
There's a large amount of people that disagree with City Hall on this. And they're trying to say, well, maybe it's just a couple landlords. It's not. It's a huge amount of landlords.
The lawsuit focuses in on an ordinance passed by council members this spring that requires landlords to pay a fee and register their properties with the city every year. Plaintiffs say that violates state law.
The state of Wisconsin is pretty clear. You cannot require more of landlords than you do of all residential property owners.
That state law is relatively new, passed by the legislature back in January, around the same time city officials crafted the ordinance. And Mayor Tim Cabot says they paid careful attention to stay within its boundaries.
We feel very strongly still that we have complied with the intent and the letter of the law from what the state was proposing.
The city has had rental registries in the past that many called cumbersome and confusing. They say this latest attempt wasn't intended to discriminate against landlords, but to streamline the process and help revitalize deteriorating neighborhoods.
It was, again, to improve the overall quality of housing, to make sure that rental units were safe for their tenants, and to have a mechanism to do that.
They're trying to generate fees, and they're trying to circumnavigate state law to do so.
With briefs already filed by both sides, all that's left to do is wait for a court decision, expected in just a couple of weeks. While the lawsuit makes its way through the legal process, all 34 landlords that are listed as plaintiffs don't have to follow the ordinance requiring them to register with the city. All other landlords in La Crosse, however, have just a couple of days until the end of July to register, or else they could face fines reaching up to $3,000.
Thanks, Leah. A judge is expected to make a ruling on the lawsuit August 15th.